A pair of childhood sweethearts who made a marriage contract when they were young and promised to be together for life after growing up. But beneath the surface, a dark secret festered. Years later, their seemingly perfect marriage shatters when the man venomously accuses his wife of causing the death of his former lover, Arya. He reveals his true, chilling motives. He only married her for her family's small company, seeing her as a mere stepping stone to his ambition. His betrayal runs even deeper as he confesses to deliberately causing her multiple miscarriages, deeming her unworthy of carrying his children. Overwhelmed by this cruel revelation, the pregnant woman collapses, clutching her stomach in despair. But fate intervenes. In a miraculous twist, she finds herself transported 20 years back in time, given a second chance to rewrite their history. She reappears on the very day Arya first approached her in the past. Arya, a cunning schemer, offers to leave the man for a hefty sum, threatening to sabotage his academic future and drain his finances if her demands aren't met. Knowing Arya's true manipulative nature from her previous life, the woman, despite the pain, agrees to the deal. She pays the money, ensuring Arya's departure, believing this will protect the man from future heartache. However, the man is distraught by Arya's sudden decision to leave. Arya, ever the actress, fabricates a tearful story about her mother's severe illness and crippling high-interest debts. Naive and trusting, the man falls for her charade, vowing to resolve her financial woes. He even promises to pay off her debts with a large scholarship he anticipates winning. Convinced that his intelligence will make him a wealthy CEO, the woman recalls her past life. She humbly kneels before her powerful father, the true CEO of the company the man desires. She begs him to offer the man a crucial opportunity, leveraging her own influence to secure his future, believing he still has potential. Yet, the man, arrogant and blind, believes his burgeoning success is purely his own doing. The man told the woman that he knew she was also reborn, and that in this life he would go directly to the richest man and cooperate with him. Soon, Jackson, a menacing loan shark, appears, demanding repayment from Arya for her genuine, outstanding debts. The man, rushing to Arya's rescue, foolishly signs a contract, taking responsibility for her enormous debt. Convinced his upcoming scholarship will cover it, he brashly threatens Jackson and his thugs, believing his future status as a successful CEO will protect him. But karma, or perhaps destiny, has other plans. After the crucial exam that would secure his scholarship, the man receives a devastating shock. His results are abysmal, a mere 22 points, with one subject scoring a humiliating 0. His dreams of an illustrious career and the anticipated scholarship money vanish in an instant. A harsh lesson learned. The woman, witnessing his downfall, understands that sometimes the most painful lessons are the only ones that truly reshape a person, hoping he finally sees the truth. The man brings the woman into the crowd. He holds a bouquet of sunflowers, symbols of his affection. Soon, he announces a major event. The school's exam results will be revealed by a prominent figure, Mr. Zheng, who will also award a scholarship. He publicly thanks Arya, crediting her with helping him succeed and giving him motivation. Turning to the crowd, the man accuses the woman of bullying Arya. He claims the woman forced Arya to drop out of school, leaving her with no way out, especially with her mother ill and facing debt. The woman denies the accusations, but the man persists. He challenges the woman's power, saying she shouldn't manipulate others' lives. He vows to use the scholarship money to help Arya pay off her debts and treat her mother, ensuring the woman can no longer control her. The woman urges him to see reason, but the man is resolute. He declares his first place result will soon be announced. He then makes a bold promise. Every single penny he earns from that day forward will be freely given to Arya. He intends to lead Arya to the pinnacle of success. The woman, seeing his determination, offers a sarcastic wish of success before attempting to leave, but the man stops her. He demands she publicly apologize to him and Arya in front of the entire school. The woman refuses, stating her biggest mistake was ever believing in him. Just then, Jackson and his goons appear. Jackson, seemingly hired by the man, demands the woman kowtow to the man and Arya. The man sweetens the deal, offering Jackson more money for the humiliation. Jackson's men grab the woman. The man cruelly reminds her of a past incident, claiming she caused Arya's death in a previous life, calling this her karma. The woman defiantly announces their engagement is off. The man is taken aback but quickly recovers, warning her of the severe consequences of offending a future CEO. He insists she must kowtow. As the situation escalates, a powerful presence arrives, Mr. Zheng, the CEO. Jackson and his thugs, fearing the CEO, quickly flee the scene. Mr. Zhang observes the chaos, expressing his displeasure with the school's atmosphere and the students' behavior. The man immediately tries to explain, reaffirming his accusations against the woman. He portrays Arya as a victim of poverty and illness, whom the woman allegedly forced out of school, leaving her helpless. He vehemently condemns the woman, calling her malicious and deserving of a terrible fate. Mr. Zhang asks if he is indeed the top student. The man proudly confirms, expressing his ambition to follow in the CEO's footsteps. He eagerly points to the ranking board, inviting Mr. Zhang to unveil it. The CEO decides to reveal the results himself. The man is confident of his victory, but upon unveiling the board, a shock washes over the man. His name is not at the top. Instead, Shin Xinghui is the first-place student. He discovers he only ranked 22nd. Frantically, he questions a missing test paper. Others are discussing his paper was indeed blown away during the exam. The man recalled the scene in his past life. The woman was injured after the exam. Could it be that she helped him pick up the test paper in the past life? The man exploded in rage, his face contorted with fury. He was convinced the woman, his wife, had meticulously sabotaged his grades, cunningly stealing his scholarship, and systematically ruining his promising future. He screamed, his voice echoing with accusation, claiming she was the only variable in his life, the one person who could deliberately orchestrate such misfortunes against him. He even dredged up claims from a past life asserting he'd once given her status and luxury, only for her to betray him at every turn. He demanded to know why she hated him so much, why she couldn't stand his success. The woman thought to herself, "Your success in your past life was entirely due to my resources." The man retorted that his success was entirely his own and had nothing to do with the woman. The man arrogantly declared that he would get into a prestigious school in the future and become the richest person. At the crucial scholarship awarding ceremony, an undeniable truth emerged. The first place honor, along with the substantial scholarship, was not given to the man, but to a new transfer student. This unexpected student, calm and dignified, accepted the prize. Then, with a surprising and selfless gesture, he announced his intention to donate the entire scholarship amount directly in the woman's name, earmarking it to help other truly deserving and financially struggling students in the school. He made it pointedly clear that those with questionable ethics and moral character, implicitly referring to the man, were simply not worthy of such recognition or aid. The man, still reeling from the public humiliation and the sudden turn of events, continued to confront the woman. His frustration boiled over, and when he continued to provoke her, the woman, exasperated, pushed him back. She urged him to maintain his dignity, reminding him that only those incapable of achieving their goals through legitimate means would resort to such petty and desperate acts. Later, the man, now deeply in debt and under pressure from some dangerous individuals, desperately sought a quick financial solution. He clung to a memory from his previous life where he had successfully secured a highly lucrative tutoring job. Confident, he tried to replicate this success, boldly advertising himself as a future top university scorer and demanding an exorbitant fee for his services. But reality was harsh. No one in their right mind would hire him at that price, and he faced constant rejections. He was baffled and increasingly agitated, unable to comprehend why his past life strategy wasn't working. What the man didn't know was that in his past life, it was the woman who, as always, worked silently behind the scenes, anticipating his difficulties. With a quiet phone call to her older cousin, she discreetly arranged for the man to be offered that very high-paying tutoring position. She demanded that the man be given a generous reward, bearing the cost herself, but insisted on not telling him the truth, all to protect his pride. However, the man, with his delusions of a previous life, soon pieced together the woman's intervention. He confronted her again, his fury reignited, accusing her of knowing his future and deliberately thwarting his path to wealth. He lashed out with vicious words, calling her a bitch and proclaiming he was utterly blind to have married such a cursed woman. This final insult was the breaking point. The woman, her eyes blazing with righteous indignation, delivered a sharp, resounding slap across his face. Her voice, low and furious, declared unequivocally that had she known his true, despicable nature, she would never, ever have married a scumbag like him. Stunned by her unexpected retaliation, the man immediately shifted tactics, his anger now laced with suspicion, accusing her of having another man, perhaps even coupling with the new transfer student. The scene spiraled into bitter accusations, shattering any remaining semblance of their relationship. Do you remember the woman? She was always by your side. She paid for your meals every day, buying you nutritious food with her own money. Your clothes, your books, your pens, all from her. She even picked you up and dropped you off from school. How could you not cherish that? But the man just scoffed. He declared she didn't even like him. Then, the woman offered to pay for Shin Xinghui's education, even his future college fees, as a thank you for his help. The man was furious. He confronted her, accusing her of being crazy, abandoning her own man for someone else. The woman calmly stated they were just classmates. The man, however, mocked Shin Xinghui, claiming he was a nobody compared to the man's past as a top scholar. He dismissed her generosity, saying her money would be wasted, but the woman countered, praising Shin Xinghui's character as far superior. She explained she'd rather throw money away on Shin Xinghui than have it turn into a knife to stab her, like the money she spent on the man in their previous life. Meanwhile, the man's current girlfriend, Arya, tried to secure her future by promising marriage and property from her family's house demolition. Yet, the man was consumed by revenge against the woman, vowing to break her legs for Arya. Soon after, the man's mother appeared, clearly unwell, struggling with a cough. The man, worried, recalled his past life where his mother died of lung cancer. He vowed to protect her this time. His mother fondly remembered the woman, who used to visit often, bringing gifts and medicine, and mentioned their childhood engagement. But the man was dismissive, promising to find his mother a better daughter-in-law. Later, his mother specifically mentioned a medicine the woman gave her that stopped her cough, saying it worked wonderfully. The man, suspicious, confronted the woman, accusing her of giving his mother something harmful. A flashback reveals the truth. The woman, driven by her own experience of being motherless, went to Uncle Zhang to buy incredibly expensive lung cancer medication for the man's mother. She insisted on buying it, regardless of the cost, so the man wouldn't suffer the same loss. Back in the present, the man continued to accuse her. He questioned why the medicine had no name, implying malicious intent. The woman revealed her past actions. She intentionally removed the labels of the incredibly expensive medicine so the man's mother wouldn't feel a financial burden. She had bought crates of it, extending his mother's life by a decade in their previous life. But now, her selfless act was being twisted against her. The man, blinded by resentment, screamed that since the woman was motherless, she wanted him to suffer the same fate. The woman reminded him that her own mother had treated him like a son, but his accusations escalated, as he publicly claimed she was deliberately poisoning his mother. The man's mother is financially strained and relies on collecting waste paper for a living. The man claims that this woman is disrupting the market, causing the price of waste paper, originally $100 per pound, to drop to just 20 cents. The man, have you forgotten your past hardships? The woman responds, don't you know how much waste cardboard sells for? It's impossible for anyone to pay $100 to recycle it. He, in a delusion, believes her actions are a desperate attempt to win him back. He smugly asserts she can't let him go, claiming his deep feelings for him. He even suggests forgiving her past, but warns she's gone too far. The woman retorts, reminding him their engagement ended long ago. He accuses her of deliberately breaking it off, then flaunting her presence just to make him jealous. He thinks he understands her intentions, offering her a chance to back down, but the woman cuts him off, not wanting to discuss their past. Instead, she sharply questions if he ever took his mother to the hospital after his rebirth, knowing she died of lung cancer in their previous life. Suddenly, the mother collapses. The woman quickly calls for help, urging them to get her to the hospital. At the hospital, the man demands a thorough checkup, convinced of poisoning. The doctor confirms no poisoning, explaining her collapse was due to discontinued medication, leading to a worsening condition. The man is dumbfounded, unaware his mother was on anti-cancer drugs. The woman then points out that since his rebirth, he never took his mother to see a doctor, only caring about his lover. As she tries to leave, the man demands that she explain what medicine she gave to his mother, offering and says that if she explains clearly, the man will forgive her. She haughtily responds her doesn't need his forgiveness. He asks if she's done causing trouble. The woman says that in her previous life, she was always the one taking care of her mother-in-law, while the man did nothing. He insists her care was her duty, and neglecting his mother would be disloyal. The woman retorts her care was pure character. She accuses him of neglecting his own mother, telling him to stop outsourcing filial piety and expecting a free ride. As she tries to leave, the man's mother confronts him, demanding he kneel. The man refuses, claiming he did nothing wrong. His mother comforts the woman, apologizing. She reveals that when the man was young, his alcoholic, abusive father meant it was the woman's mother who supported them. For years, the woman's family helped them without return. The woman tries to stop her, but the mother persists, expressing deep regret. The man is shocked, saying he never knew. His mother sadly says he'd have noticed if he cared, as he never truly paid attention to the woman. The woman gently suggests they let the past be. She offers to cover the cost of the mother's anti-cancer medication monthly. She then clearly states the engagement is truly over, but assures the mother she will always be her dear aunt. The mother expresses profound disappointment in her son. He stubbornly insists they owe nothing to the woman, and if she wants to leave, she should. But his mother warns he will regret it. He defiantly claims that having lived a previous life, he can't possibly regret anything. The man and the girl, enjoying a carefree moment, skipped class for a joyride. She had already secured his exam permit, ensuring he wouldn't lose it. He boasted immense confidence, certain he'd ace the exam. He claimed to recall every single answer from a past life's exam. No one, he asserted, could possibly outperform him. Their happiness was evident as they bike, feeling the powerful wind. He asked if she was happy, and her immediate joyful response was yes. He then promised her a future as the most honored woman. This, he declared, was the happiest moment across 2 lifetimes. She believed in him completely, confirming their shared dream. However, on the day of the crucial exam, a major problem arose. The man realized his exam permit was missing at the entrance. He frantically pleaded with the security guard for entry. Despite his urgent pleas, he was denied access to the test center. He insisted he was a top student, the pride of his high school, but the guard remained firm. No permit, no entry. His desperate attempts were fruitless, missing the crucial first exam. Immediately after the exam, the man confronted his rival. He angrily accused her of stealing the permit, driven by jealousy. The rival calmly countered, denying the accusation outright. She suggested the man check where he actually misplaced the permit. The man, consumed by rage, felt his future was ruined. He demanded to know how his rival would compensate him for this. Then, the woman questioning the girl's actions, she challenged the girl, implying she deliberately kept the man drunk and unconscious. The girl instantly became defensive, denying any ill intent. She claimed to be helping the man relieve stress for better results. The man, seemingly under her influence, dismissed the other woman's words. The other woman, however, calmly advised the man to get a replacement permit immediately. She warned him about potentially missing more exams if he delayed. Still suspicious, the man saw this as a threat. He remained convinced she would find ways to sabotage him. The other woman simply retorted she had no time for his drama. Then, the girl resorted to a dramatic display. Falling to her knees, she begged the other woman to return the permit and leave the man alone. She even offered to disappear, claiming it would protect his future. She tearfully claimed the other woman was targeting him due to her family's wealth, but the other woman saw through the act, calling it a manipulative performance. She noted the girl was blaming her while being the real problem. Finally, she told the girl to stand up, affirming they owed nothing. The girl, still on her knees, insisted it was all her fault, even offering to die. The man frantically begs Arya not to do something foolish. He tried so hard to keep her by his side. He won't let them mess up again. Others called him crazy. The woman wanted to pull away, but the man wouldn't let her. The man demands to know what else they want. The man is told for the last time that he lost his exam ticket, and it's not her fault. The man still refuses to admit his mistake. Is he trying to kill A? The man asked if she wanted to force him to death. Then his expression changed, and he said, "It seems I was too merciful when I beat her in the last life." The man continued, "I wouldn't let a woman die so easily, but would make her suffer." The handsome guy punched the man. The man mocked the handsome guy, calling him a pretty boy and saying he was paid by the woman. The man is asked if he's done yet. He insists he's not done and that he'll get back everything he's owed. The man is called incurable. They decide to leave, saying it's a waste of time with a lunatic. The woman is stopped. The man warns that if he can't take the exam, neither can her. The man tries to harm her, but someone intervenes. The handsome guy quickly grabbed the woman's hand. The handsome guy replied, "In this life, I will never let the woman get hurt." Woman asks what he means. The woman says she just twisted her ankle. She dismisses it as nothing serious, but it looks bad. They worry about the rest of the exams. The woman insists it's fine. Someone suggests going to the hospital. The woman agrees, not wanting to miss the exam. The man appears again. She is asked what else he wants. The woman rejects him, calling him disgusting. An invigilator reminds them that the exam is about to start. Arya tells the man she tried to help him. The man says it's fine. He'll get a replacement exam ticket. The man confidently thinks the exam questions were just as she remembered. He memorized all the answers long ago. Even if he missed one subject, he could still get into a good university with perfect scores on the others. Handsome guy asks the woman what school she wants to attend. The woman always wanted to go to Huada, but the score requirements were too high. She doubts she can make it. The woman remembers that in her previous life, she neglected her studies because of the man. She hopes to make up for that regret this time. Handsome guy reassures the woman that with her hard work, she will definitely get in. The woman asks handsome guy what school he wants to attend. Handsome guy replies that wherever she goes, he'll go. The woman reflects that in her past life, she never met the handsome guy. She wonders why he appeared in this life. Perhaps it's the butterfly effect of her rebirth. The woman remembers that in her previous life, she only attended a regular university. They are ridiculed for dreaming of Huada. Someone announces that the results are out and everyone should check the bulletin board. The man still believes his scores won't be bad, even with one missed exam. He tells the woman to go check the results. Handsome guy and the woman also go. People are amazed by the first place score, almost perfect in every subject. They wonder if it's the top score in their city, or even the nation. The man confidently states that the first place is surely him. He missed one subject but got full marks on the others. He can't guarantee national top scorer, but city top scorer is easy. Arya expresses her concern, saying her scores aren't good, and she can't attend university with him, but as long as he does well, she's happy. The man assures her he can take her to the best university, a prestigious one. He believes they will agree to let him bring his girlfriend if he's the top student. Arya praises him. The crowd is asked to loudly read out the first place name. Everyone shouts, Shin Xinghui, the handsome guy. The results are in, and the girl celebrates with the handsome guy lead. He's the top scorer, but the man is furious, consumed by disbelief. He insists the results are wrong, even accusing the girl of manipulation. The girl tries to reason with him, explaining this is the most fair exam, but he's lost in his delusion, claiming she used tricks against him. The woman told the man, "In the last life, your success was entirely thanks to me." The man berate her, boasting about his supposed future as a tycoon, and how she needs him to maintain a wealthy lifestyle. But the girl has had enough. She coldly tells him their past is over and he needs to take responsibility for his own life now. Meanwhile, the man's current girlfriend, Arya, secretly orchestrates his downfall. She feigns concern, telling him to relax and that she'll always be with him. But moments later, she's overheard disparaging him, calling him a loser, and plotting with a friend to have Jackson, a thug, collect money from him, threatening to break his legs if he doesn't pay up. Arya then approaches the man, crying and claiming her mother's illness has worsened. She has no money for medical bills. The man, filled with misguided love, promises to give her everything he has. Soon after, Jackson confronts the man, demanding payment. The man tries to explain his new e-commerce business venture, promising to make a lot of money soon, but Jackson is impatient and aggressive. When Jackson threatens Arya, the man quickly hands over his last $1,000, money he needed for his business, but Jackson scoffs, calling him a beggar and ordering his men to beat him, threatening to break his legs if he doesn't pay next time. After the beating, the man, bruised and battered, questions Arya, asking why she seemed to smile at the thug. Arya, still playing the victim, denies it, claiming she hates them for hurting him. The man, consumed by stress, apologizes, and she forgives him, reinforcing his trust. He then passionately explains his vision for e-commerce to her, hoping to make big money. He even asks her for money for equipment, but she feigns poverty again, mentioning her mother's medical bills. The man, despite everything, vows to find a way, promising her a better life soon. Unbeknownst to him, the girl is also actively building her future. She meets with the handsome guy lead, discussing her own e-commerce venture, and offering him a managerial position. He fully trusts her vision and pledges his support. Later, the man confronts the girl and the handsome guy lead, accusing the girl of of constantly harming him and finding a new partner. The girl dismisses him, advising him to focus on himself and find a truly successful man, not a future nobody. The man arrogantly boasts about becoming the richest man, but the girl mocks his confidence. He continues to insult her, bringing up their past relationship and accusing her of being fickle. The girl calmly retorts that she can move on. Unlike him, who is still clinging to the past, the handsome guy lead escorts the girl away. The man, desperate, offers the girl one last chance to return to him before he becomes rich, but she scornfully tells him to save his offers for Arya. He tries to belittle her choice, claiming no one else can afford her lifestyle, but the girl stands firm, telling him she's willing to face hardship with her new partner because he's devoted, ending their relationship definitively and telling him to mind his own business. The woman quickly apologizes to the handsome guy. She used him as a shield against the man. He replies he's honored to be her shield. She clarifies she's just ended a difficult relationship and needs time. He gracefully accepts, then shifts topic, offering a business partnership. He'll provide the funds and office. She'll manage. She agrees, confident with his backing. Meanwhile, this man, the woman's husband from her past life, he's trying to secure investment but is dismissed. He laments, "How did it come to this? Last life, everything was smooth. Mr. Zheng invested in me." A flashback shows he passed success, with Mr. Zheng praising his talent. His wife shares a secret about her father, but the man cuts her off, urging her to prepare for a big event with Mr. Zheng. The man arrogantly dismisses the woman's influence, believing his success came from his own merit. Back in the present, the man confronts the woman, accusing her of sabotaging his investment plans. The woman calmly explains the man lost his crucial leverage. She reveals that in the previous life, the man's top scholar title and the woman's father's influence were key. This time, the man has neither. The woman questions why the man failed his exams, then spells out the man's blunders, missing an exam and making a mistake on the answer sheet. She advises the man to self-reflect and take responsibility. The man lashes out, blaming the woman for all her misfortunes. He claims he was destined for greatness in his past life. The handsome guy arrives just in time to intervene as the man tries to physically stop the woman. He warns the man not to lay a hand on her again. The handsome guy asks if the woman is alright. They quickly head to a meeting with Mr. Zheng. The man attempts to interfere, warning Mr. Zheng not to invest. The woman introduces the handsome guy as the true top scholar. During the pitch, the handsome guy explains their e-commerce venture. He emphasizes the woman's crucial role, stating she holds 90% of the company shares. The man bursts in again, fabricating lies about their character and intentions. He claims the woman pursued him, then retaliated, and the handsome guy is merely a pawn. He hurls insults, calling the woman names. Mr. Zheng, clearly annoyed, orders the man to be removed. The man, defiant, continues to warn Mr. Zheng, but his words fall on deaf ears. Mr. Zheng decides to invest a massive sum, instructing them to go big. Later, the man attempts to get hired at their new company. He presents an elaborate plan, eager to join. The woman confirms it's indeed her company. The man accuses her of blocking his path, reminding her that e-commerce was his domain. The woman casually reminds the man of his initial losses in the previous venture. The girl, in desperation, threatens her father with a knife. Her husband's company has been failing for a year, losing millions, and she begs her father to help him. Her father, worried, agrees to her demands: provide top talent, invest, and bring in partners. She is ready to do anything for the man she loves, even sacrifice. However, the woman, reborn into this life, chose to stand by coldly and watch as the man fell into ruin. Meanwhile, the man, however, mocked the woman. He told her that without his expertise, her business would surely fail, and demanded 60% of the company's shares to manage it for her. He argues that only he has successful e-commerce experience and without him, she'll be ruined. He told her that she should be grateful he was willing to help. The woman refuses his offer, telling he to leave her company. The man challenges her, accusing her of stealing him entrepreneurial ideas, which prevents him from making money. She dares him to compete if he's so confident. He retorts that she's already taken the lead. She says this is a perfect opportunity to prove his abilities. He misinterprets her persistence, assuming she's trying to win him back and believing she started the company just to get his attention. He even offers to let her be his mistress, but insists the position of Mrs. Gu is reserved for Arya. The woman is disgusted, telling him to put away his arrogance. She firmly rejects his insulting offer, ordering him to leave. Feeling humiliated, the man wonders why his life has turned out this way. In his previous life, everyone respected him, but now he feels like nothing. He clings to Arya, believing she is his most precious connection. He calls Arya, who lies about being at the hospital with her sick mother. While he suspects she's with another man, he tells her she's all he has, and she promises to stay with him. He feels relieved, and they discuss their future, planning to marry once his company recovers. He vows to marry her in a grand ceremony. Meanwhile, the man-mother is seriously ill with lung cancer, needing urgent treatment. The man brought Arya to visit his sick mother, hoping she would help cover the medical expenses. He emphasizes that Arya will soon be his wife and his mother will be hers. However, Arya bluntly refuses, revealing her true colors. She calls him a worthless good-for-nothing and mocks him for his foolishness. Suddenly, Jackson and his thugs appear, demanding money. Arya reveals her shocking betrayal, She and Jackson are accomplices. She confesses to deceiving the man all along, laughing at his naivete and telling him he was too stupid to realize. The man is devastated, realizing he's been completely manipulated. The man confronted Arya, asking why she treated him this way when he had sacrificed so much for her. Arya scoffed, confronting him about what he had ever given her. Arya reveals she never truly liked him, asserting that only the woman, a fool, would. She then shockingly confesses to throwing away his exam ticket and deliberately stopping him from studying. The man is bewildered, asking why she'd sabotaged their future. Arya explains she knew he'd regret leaving the woman. She wanted to ruin him, ensuring everyone sank into misery together for her own balance. The man, confronting Arya and accusing her of being a bitch and ruining everything. Suddenly, the man's mother fell into a coma on her sickbed, and the man burst into tears. At the hospital, the doctor delivers a grim prognosis, stating his mother's condition is critical and requires a signature for a critical notice. The man is devastated and desperately calls his teacher for help to secure the best medical team. The teacher explains that the top team is at the Zhang family hospital and suggests he ask the woman for help, revealing she is related to Mr. Zhang, who generously donated a building to the school. Skeptical, the man wonders how the daughter of a small company manager could possibly help. Later, the man confronts the woman, angrily accusing her of causing his mother's critical state. The woman recalled her past life, where she pleaded with her father to send the best medical team for help. Secretly, the woman asks the teacher not to reveal her involvement. She vows to herself that she won't let the man lose his mother. However, back in this life, she recalled that the man's mother's serious illness was destined to happen much later. She asks if his mother had taken her medication. The man confesses he didn't give her the medicine, believing it to be useless. The woman is shocked, revealing it was an expensive anti-cancer drug that had prolonged his mother's life for over a decade in their past life. She confronts him, asking why he would harm his own mother. The man protests, claiming he would never hurt her. The woman reveals her knowledge of their past life, sternly telling him that he did nothing to prevent his mother's fatal lung cancer and even delayed her treatment. She emphasizes that with a second chance at life, he wasted it chasing so-called true love. She declares that his current predicament is his own doing, that he deserves it. Furious, the man yells at her to be quiet, asserting she understands nothing. The man fell ill and collapsed, and the doctor said he had kidney failure and needed an immediate kidney transplant to survive. The woman reassures the man that his mother is now stable, thanks to the arrangements she made. The man, desperate, begs the woman to donate her kidney, reminding her that in their past life, she had already done so. He argues that losing one kidney won't be fatal. In her past life, the woman donated a kidney to the man. She asked the man whether he had ever felt affection or gratitude toward her when she donated a kidney to him. He replies yes, but then the woman asked him if he remembered causing her multiple miscarriages, and if that was his way of showing gratitude. She reminds him that her sacrifices for him in their past life were immense, far more than just one kidney. The woman confronts the man, asserting she owes him nothing. I never owed you anything, she declares, recalling how she donated a kidney in their past life because she saw him as her lifelong love. Now, however, you are not worthy, the man retorts, blaming her. If you hadn't driven Arya away, she wouldn't have died tragically, leaving me with eternal regret. The handsome guy interjects, clarifying, the woman didn't drive her away. Gu Chang, are you truly blind to her sacrifices, or are you feigning ignorance for your pride? The man dismisses him. I don't know what you're talking about. The handsome guy persists. Don't you really know who genuinely cares for you? He reveals, I found out that Arya is also a match, and the success rate is even higher. He tells the man, make your choice. The man visits Arya, pleading for a kidney. He tries to appeal to her, claiming he can forgive past wrongdoings. Arya, mocking, asks, you don't still have a crush on me, do you? Are you really that lovesick? He states his condition, just donate your kidney to me, and I'll forget everything from the past. Arya sneered, why should I donate a kidney to you? The man threatens, if you don't donate, I'll sue you for attempted murder. Arya scoffs, maybe I can watch you die before I go to jail. Desperate, the man begs, Arya, I was so good to you. For old time's sake, please save me. Arya is dismissive. When were you ever good to me? Did you give me any money? Don't you have any shame? The man attempts to bribe her. Your mother isn't sick? If you donate your kidney, I'll pay all your mother's medical bills. Arya exposes his ignorance. My parents died when I was young. Where would I get a mother? Even the woman knew this. She confesses her true intentions. I originally planned to scam money from the woman and drop out to marry Jackson. You, this idiot, ruined my plans. The man now realized that in their past life, Arya's car accident was her own fault, and it couldn't have been his wife who instructed Jackson to harm Arya. The man has an epiphany. I was always wrong about his wife in my previous life. I hated him for a lifetime. What have I done? He turns his rage on Arya. It's all your fault. If it weren't for you, the woman and I wouldn't be where we are. You deserve to die. Arya screams, this lunatic, let go of me. The man, consumed by fury, cries, this bitch ruined my life. I'm going to kill her. Arya retorts, I didn't force you. You chose to be with me. This is all your own doing. The woman appeared just in time, having the police arrest Arya for attempted murder. The woman explains, Jackson has been arrested and confessed. Fraud, assault, nearly killing the man. Arya denies it as she's led away. The man, now completely broken, pleads with the woman. I was wrong. Please save me. When I get better, can we start over? The woman corrects him. You get it straight. In the previous life, I supported you, not the other way around. The man desperately tries to persuade her. Whatever you say is fine. Just give me your kidney, and I'll give you all my love. We'll have a dozen kids. The woman calmly replies. It's too late. If I had heard these words in my previous life, perhaps. But now, she adds, remember to watch the news tomorrow. There's a surprise. The news flashes. Jin Wanjun, shipping magnate, reveals his mysterious daughter and announces engagement. The announcer declares, my daughter, the woman, will become heir to the Zhang group and officially engage Shin Qinghui. Comments flood. No wonder no one knew. She uses her mother's surname. A perfect match. The man is utterly shocked. She's the rich heiress. No wonder the magnate was so good to me. No, I have to find her. She's my wife. How can she marry someone else? At the engagement scene, the woman playfully asked the handsome guy, why are you hiding your identity too? Were you also reborn? He replies, who knows? In a past life scene, the handsome guy rushed into the hospital room. The handsome guy, facing the deceased woman, said he regretted going abroad back then and not being by her side. The handsome guy orders, arrest him. He killed the woman. He must face legal justice. The man resists. I am the heir to the magnate. You can't touch me. The handsome guy firmly states, before the law, everyone is equal. The man struggles as he's dragged away, shouting, who dares to touch me? The woman and the handsome guy share a knowing look, saying, hello, Mr. Shen. Nice to meet you and hello, Miss Jiang. Nice to see you again.